farmer named Jerry once swam with the sharks. Now he's knee-deep in hay, but still hits his marks. And Officer Gary, he's the law of the land, but online he's just another helpful hand. They got myths to bust, numbers to crunch. They'll answer your questions over coffee and lunch. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out. With YouTube tricks and research picks, they know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. Clue chasers, they're your guide and a little luck. Jerry's got a rooster that crows at wrong hours. Gary's dog howls at the moon, claiming his powers. They travel the globe from barns to big cities, solving your riddles, no time for self-pity. They'll teach you to edit, promote and explore with a joke or two, maybe 3 or 4. Got a question, they'll say with a grin. Let's dive right in, let the teaching begin. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out. With YouTube tricks and research picks, they know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. 2 dudes give clues, they're your guide and a little luck. They've met folks who've cooked with fire and ice. A man with a raccoon that gave him advice. They'll show you the ropes from thumbnails to tags, but they're still just 2 dudes in boots and old rags.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, Gary. Get your mic on.
I always cut it off when something's playing for some reason.
Yeah, I know. So, hello, everybody. We want to thank Ralph and Eddie for sending everybody over here, or telling everybody to come over here. We appreciate it. They were showing you how to edit stuff in DaVinci. And people like Jan, who wants DaVinci, needs a new computer first before she can get DaVinci. Anyways, we're going to talk about tonight, one of the things we're going to talk about is organic versus advertisement. And Gary, you have something you want to say?
Well, yeah, there was a couple things I wanted to say, actually. First of all, you hear about these people that talk about, I want to do mine organically. But in order to do yours organically, what that means is that the YouTube picked it up on the algorithm and they sent it out and they shared it. If somebody is going through and they're trying to, that is organically growing your channel. You let YouTube do its thing. When you go through and you do other things to try and promote your channel, whether that be going out to another channel to show support in hopes that they'll come back and show support to you, if you go through and you buy a sticker and hand it to anybody, or if you even take a sticker of your own and stick it on your car, if you go through and you do anything in whatsoever, if you're giving away things on your channel on a weekly or semi-regular basis, that is not organic. Eddie did a thing about organic and something else involved there. And I did a video on it, which is, I turned it into a video. It's on my channel. It's gotten quite a few views. I'm thankful for Eddie for doing that. And thankful for you for suggesting I put it up as a video. But, all these things that when you listen to other people and they think that they're trying to go organic, they're not. They just think they are because they have associated promotions with, and I've done a couple of promotions more or less just for an experiment, but I don't use promotions. I'm not really I don't really care if I grow by leaps and bounds and that type thing, what have you. I don't care. Whatever happens with my channel happens with my channel. I'm going to enjoy what I do. I'm going to keep going and trying to find new folks that have interesting conversations. I guess technically that's not organic either, but I don't care. Um, at some point, you may, show that. I will show it. I just, you know, doesn't make any sense why people even focus on it. The fact is, there's two aspects that most people, think about. One is going to be watch hours, and two is going to be subs. The promotions do help with subs, but subs are easy anyhow. You do a bunch of shorts, and you end up getting more. You can even do. I wish I could afford that. I want a new train. Um, the if you want subscribers, do shorts. Do shorts, and even go on there if you really want to get wild. Start doing a few shorts in different languages. And say, "Hey, please help my channel. Come subscribe." A short like that will get some people that will come. Do it just to help. Do it in German or do it in Spanish, and you'll get people that subscribe just from that. But I don't know if that would be considered. Might be considered
Sorry.
organic, but the bottom line is, if you want to grow a channel, you got two choices: either work on it, or either work on get better, which a lot of people don't want to change what they're doing. They just want what they're doing to be more popular. Well, in order to be more popular, you got to get your face out in front of other people.
Right.
You could either do promotions, or you
Well,
can continue. Go ahead.
A lot of people said that they liked Eddie's Rant, and how many of you guys would like to see it again? It is 12 minutes. Gary and I talked about it, and we don't want to put it out there if you guys don't want to see it. But if you want to see it, he can play it here, so you all can see it if you want to. But you have to let us know if you want to see it or not. And if you haven't seen it, like Emily hasn't seen it, she'll learn something.
Let me address what Todd Saw said. And yes, I agree, as long as it's moral, legal, and enjoyable. The fact is, I do some stuff that's really stupid on here. I always have. Walking up to a rock and say, "Ooh, look, an antique rock." I've done videos on me cutting the grass. I did a video on me cutting my own hair, just for fun. Do something. Now, YouTube does have an issue for you to go out and try to buy subscribers. That's
Right.
not legit anyhow. At least, hey, Lisa J. Stocks. But the fact is, when you go through and you do a promotion, that's not buying subscribers. That's going and doing a
It's paid advertisement.
It's
paid advertisement.
That's right. And that's nothing different than any company out there, does. So if people sit there and they're going to give you heck about using a promotion, just understand they stupid. That's all. Anyhow, if y'all want to see the thing, put a 1 in chat. If you don't care to watch it again, put a 2 in chat. But we need some feedback on this one.
Yeah.
Hey, Bear.
Hello, Bear Butler, and happy birthday, Bear.
Happy birthday to the bear.
Hunter.
All right. Simon twice said 2, 3 times. He said, Emma said,
I said 1.
What's funny is
Emily said 1. I'm not counting the extra 2s.
I know. Just put
Jan said 1. Katie said 1. Tim said 1. Looks like I only said one person said 2. That was Simon.
Yeah, he put several because he don't want to watch. You don't have to watch if you don't want to, Simon. I'm just saying. Chef Sivy said 3, so that means both. 1 plus 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if y'all don't want to watch
it is well articulated, I think, and Eddie calls me smart. If you pay attention, and listen, he calls me smart, but he didn't realize. He said it was a four-wheel flip or a slip or something. He didn't want to call me smart, but he did.
That's funny.
I asked him about that. I said, "Thanks for calling me smart." Eddie. He goes, "I didn't call you smart." I said, "Yes, you did." Go back and show it to him, and he goes, "Oh crap, I did. I slipped."
All right. Well, hang on. Let me find the video. I must have put it in the chat. That's right. I did. So I'll have to do it on. It's on YouTube Police. What in the
What are you
world?
doing? Well, I got these dogs who are going all crazy already. Hunter wants food, and Joe wants attention. I don't even know where Suji's at.
All right. Well,
Yes, you did, Eddie. You did. You called me smart, Eddie.
we're going to find out in just a second. All right. Let me turn the volume. I'm about to mute myself on this because if I don't, then you're going to hear a reverb or whatever. So let me share my screen. We'll find out in just a second. All right. As soon as I bring it up on and start playing it, I'll mute myself because anyhow.
He did a video that I watched about people that have been hating on him about AI and stuff like that. Now, about him not liking AI and, all this kind of stuff. But here's the thing. I think, and I'm not, he can have his own opinion and everything else. Now, I don't necessarily agree with him on all of his opinions. Okay. And here's the reason why. Because he went on to say that, anything nowadays basically is AI. If you go to a computer, or if you go pump gas, or if you do this, or if you do that, it's AI. And I don't agree with that. AI is artificial intelligence, okay? And there's some things that are machine as far as or computer that's not AI, okay? AI is basically having an intelligence. Now, you program a computer and you program it to do something, and somebody puts in a command and it does it. That's not really AI because of the fact that a person, programmed the computer to, if it got this response, to do this, or but
Great.
when you go to like a robot, and a robot is autonomous, and a robot can like basically do things on its own, or when you go to a thumbnail or music and you say, hey, make a song about this, and it makes a song about that, or you say, make this thumbnail, and it makes that thumbnail, then it is AI. But just because you have a car and cars have computers doesn't make that car AI. Because without the person that programmed that computer, is and that computer, the warning lights and stuff is okay. Somebody programmed it to where if it's not doing this, then it's going to turn on this light. That's not really AI, to me anyway. To him, it may be. To me, it's not.
I agree with you.
Because AI is basically, like I said, it thinking for itself, or it doing stuff like by saying, hey, make me a thumbnail with a barbecue pit and everything else, and then it generating all this freaking stuff that you told it to do. That's artificial intelligence or AI, or a song, or I mean, it's a thin line, but yeah, there is stuff with, I mean, you can go back and say, okay, the cotton gin was AI or whatever, because you programmed it or you pushed a button and it started running. Okay, so it's not you actually doing the cotton yourself or whatever. It's a machine doing it. No, that's not AI. That's man making a machine to make his job easier and stuff like that, So, I mean, I disagree with that. And yes, I'm scared of AI. I don't like the direction that AI is going. Okay, now the phones, yes, phones is AI. Even if you do a Google search, it'll do AI. It'll look up, you do a keyword and it'll look it up. Or if you on your phone, it listening to you and say, hey Google, tell me the weather. That's, it, you asking it a question and it responding is AI, because it's processing what you asked and giving you an answer to what you asked, you know. But I think that, and some people think that AI is going to be the end of the world. I mean, I
Could
don't
be.
know, but it could be, but I'm not going to the, extremes with it. But I mean, AI makes your life easier in some instances, because creating a thumbnail took work. If you're just, using certain programs to put words on there and pictures on there and making it different colors or whatever else. YouTube is organic, but it also has a paid side. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
YouTube is
here-
organic.
Here's the thing, Ace. If you've bought anything, well, even buying, well, you may have already had a computer, so let's leave the computer out of it. But if you bought a microphone or a camera or any software or, a stand, you're not no longer organic, because you have paid money to build a business or to build a channel. So you put money out of your pocket to invest in equipment or software or whatever, then it's not organic, because organic means it happens naturally. Okay.
Right.
A tree in the forest is organic because it just grows on its own. The seeds drop from another tree, the rain or whatever waters it and stuff like that. But and I'm not even saying the internet. I mean, you may already have internet, so you may already have that. But if you spend any money to make a YouTube channel, if you buy stickers, if you buy anything, you are promoting your channel. If you buy a t-shirt or stickers or mugs or anything else, you are paying money to buy merchandise to promote your channel, with the ultimate goal of getting more subscribers, or to reward your current subscribers or stuff like that. So it's not organic because you're promoting. Okay.
Wait, I
Now,
have a question. I have a question because, is it because you could, it depends on your perspective, I think.
okay,
Oh.
let me say this real quick. Everybody has their own opinion, and if you think that you can do any of the stuff that I listed and it's organic, that's your opinion, and that's great. But you can't then force your opinions or your feelings or whatever onto other people. People used, before YouTube had promotions, there were some people that paid for bananas. Now, bananas were a little, or subscribers or whatever. But the thing is that was a little bit different because of the fact that it was not authorized by YouTube, and it was actually against YouTube's rules and stuff like that.
In the United States.
Okay, in the United States, but in other countries that was legal.
In the Philippines, it was not against the rules there.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's something I don't know, because I don't live in the Philippines and I don't care.
And I have Filipino friends that told me that it wasn't illegal there. What's illegal there is not illegal here, vice versa type stuff.
So,
if you're
anyways,
Philippines,
with the paid promotions, you go buy a candy bar or Pizza Hut or McDonald's or anything else, Wendy's, you have seen commercials on TV. It's a business that pays for promotions, commercials, to get more business, to grow their business. So YouTube, when it came out with promotions, any smart person that has the money and that wants to grow their channel will pay for their channel to be seen. Now, everybody knows that before, small channels never got the recognition because of the fact that large channels had a lot of people watching them, a lot of people sharing them out. So, therefore, YouTube would put their face out. You go to the YouTube homepage and you have all these different people that show up that you can click on their video or click on their live or whatever else. That's because they were big channels. They had a lot of interaction and everything else, and they didn't need to pay for promotions because they were already up there. So YouTube was pushing them out. Well, smaller channels can now pay for YouTube to put their stuff up there. I've been, and I don't know if it's because I'm a subscriber of Jerry's or what, but I'll be scrolling through, YouTube shorts or whatever, and Jerry's video will pop up. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm a subscriber of his or because he's done a promotion or what, but YouTube is pushing him out a little bit, and I don't know which way it is, but I don't care. You're just a smart businessman if you have the money, because any business has a budget for advertisement and marketing and everything else department to put money in that to grow their business. Well, YouTube's the same way now. Is a small channels, people with money or whatever, and it don't have to be a lot of money. It could be $10, $20 a month or whatever. But you are paying for a advertisement, a commercial for visibility to grow your channel. And if you're in it for the money, if you're in it to grow your channel, it's smart. If you're going to say and a person that's doing the paid promotions, the advertisements, isn't going to look down on somebody that's not using it. They don't care if you use it or not, but it seems like the small channels that don't either have the money or want to spend the money on promotions say, well, he's only that big because he did promotions. Well, dude, that's his prerogative. It's his prerogative. He's trying to grow his channel and it's succeeding. So are you jealous that, not you, Ace, I'm just saying, I'm saying the people that are naysayers, complainers, and stuff like that. Are you jealous because he's growing his channel? Well, obviously, if you want to be where he is, if you want to have the little play button and everything else, that is one way to do it. And going from a year to, going from 10,000 to 160,000 or whatever, going from a year as opposed to growing organically and waiting 5-10 years to finally even get monetized. Well, obviously somebody's doing something right, and somebody that's either jealous or a hater or because they don't want to do it or whatever else is bitching that somebody else is doing it. Get over it. I'm done.
See, he called me smart twice, Gary. We need to write those down because Eddie will never say that again.
Maybe you should go through and clip it.
I just think I just razz him about it. That's all. I didn't call you smart. I didn't call you smart, but I razz him about that. So it's all it's about. Giving Eddie a jab to Eddie. Anyways, so
Well,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's all about two things. Ultimately, it's about one, watch hours, and it's about subscribers. Um, Different things you can do for each section.
Right.
And you can get into some real technical stuff on it. It depends on what you're wanting. The fact is, the longer you've been doing this, and now I got a light that's blinking on and off real quick.
Must be an ancestor trying to contact you.
That's it. That's what I figured it was.
Yeah. So let me say this, that I want to say that I have not spent in the last year any of my own money on promotions. The money I have spent and I have not spent is from the check I get from YouTube every month. I get a check from YouTube. I spend about half the money back onto YouTube for promotions. And when I first started, I did 2 months where I actually paid money out of my own pocket. And then from there on out, I stopped paying money out of my own pocket. I started using money from YouTube. So Like they said, you can do it for $20 a month. You can do it for, well, I know one channel that probably did $500 or $600 in a month. There's I've talked to a lot of people about this promotions. I know a lot of channels that's done it, but very few channels will admit to doing it. And because the reason why is because they don't want to alienate the ones who can't afford to do it, which is fine. I understand if you can't afford to do it, you can't afford to do it. But the ones who can't afford to do it shouldn't be going out there and making blanket statements. Well, he's buying subs, or which is bull. Because I'm doing promotion, I'm not buying subs. But I've had a couple channels actually say in a chat that I was buying subs, and I confronted them about it. And when I confronted about it, and they start stepping really quick, because it's wrong, it's lies, it's and it's defamation of character when you go and you say something about somebody that's not true. So you got to be careful what you say to people. And see what content. Yeah, I did when I first started. I would promote a short. But I made up an actual commercial, basically, of my channel, 3 minutes to 8 seconds long, and that's where I promote, and that or I promote our song. I don't promote videos anymore. I don't promote any shorts anymore, because people they're watching a video already, and your ad comes up, and they expect an ad to come up. And your ad comes up, and they may sit and watch it, and they may go to your channel afterwards, or they may go to your channel right then and subscribe right then. But if you do a video with going into depth of, say, how to take apart a car engine like that, people are already watching a video. They're not going to watch that video. They're not going to watch that promotion you're doing. They're going to click out of it in a heartbeat, because they're watching a video already about something, so they're not going to stop watching what they're watching to go watch this guy work on an engine or work on whatever. So I don't use that. I just do my promotion is actually of our channel, what our channel's about.
You want to answer that question from Todd?
So let's say if you do promotions, promote your channel, your video, what does that mean?
Explain that there's Google promotions and there's YouTube promotions.
Okay, there's Google campaigns. They're not called promotions in Google. They're called a campaign. And then there's YouTube promotions. The difference is, and I've done both of them to find out so I could tell people this, and I did on purpose because I wanted to know what the difference was. When you do a campaign, you have no control over it. If you do it for 15 days, you have that, you have the control to set it up. But once it's set up, you can't do anything. You can't go in and change the video. You can't go and change the length of time. You can't change the money. It is locked in stone. If you do a campaign, you do a promotion, you can go in there every single day and change whatever you want. The amount of money you can change, how long you want it to run. You can change the video. You can do all kinds of stuff. I don't change the videos because I use, like I said, my ad video I made up, and if you haven't seen it, it's on my first page of my channel, and go to my main channel. It's right there. But I don't change it because that's what I use. It's basically telling everybody who we are and what we're about. But if you do a campaign, you can't change anything. It is for the length of the time that you set it up for. You set it up for 15 days, you're stuck with it for 15 days. You set it up for, I do my promotions for a month at a time. I started on the 1st, and it ends on the 30th or 31st or the 28th of February. And it ends the last day of the month, it ends. And I set up another one to start the next month on the 1st. Because the money comes out from them, they take it out of their payment on the 1st or 2nd of the month. And usually it's the 2nd. So if you do a promotion for like $10 and you do it for, say, 10 days, $1 a day, then at the end, they don't take the money out at the end of the promotion. They wait till the next month, the 1st of the next month, and they take that money out of your credit card. And it's just like if you had a super chat. It comes off your credit card. It doesn't come off the money that they owe you. It comes out of what off your credit card or off your account. And the reason why is YouTube is in to make money. They're not going to go and take money that they owe you. They want you to pay them, and then they'll pay you. But they have a thing about paying people. They pay on the 21st of the month. So, but they want their money on the first. And I'll tell you a channel that I don't think she's in here, but she accidentally clicked on a promotion on a video she did. And she did it twice in the same day and didn't realize it because there's 3 dots next to your video, and if you click on those 3 dots, it'll say promote. Well, she didn't know what that was, and she hit promote, and and automatically, if you do that, it's automatically a 15-day promotion, and it's $50 automatic. Well, they ran it for the month, and at the end of the month, at the first of the next month, they went to take the money out. Well, the card had expired that she had. And so it froze her account. And she said to me, I don't understand this. They owe me money, and I didn't get a check last month. They owe me money, but they haven't paid me. So I went over to her house, and I sat down with her, and I pulled it up and looked at it, and I said, well, because you owe them. And she said they were sending her notices that you owe us $68. But they owed her, the channel, $100 and some odd. but they didn't take the money out of what they owed her. They wanted her to pay them first. So I looked at it and figured it out. And I said, well, you got to pay them. There's $69 because they stopped the ad, and you owe them $69 for the ad they had run. And I explained to her how she accidentally did the promotion. And in the long run, I got it corrected, and I got her money that she owed them done, and then she got her check back from them. So it's you got to remember, we're in YouTube's sandbox, and you got to play by their sandbox rules. You can't change the rules on your own because you want it differently. It is what it's going to be. It's unfortunately that's how it is. But if you understand what it is, it's easy to take care of. But the other day I was looking at my promotion I'm running this month, and I realized that I was $5 short for it to be $5 every day. So I went in and changed the amount of money to be $155 for the month instead of $150 for the month. So it would be $5 a day, and I just I just run my ad every month, and it grows. But there's channels that I don't think Winstone's in here, but Winstone's did promotions, and I don't know exactly what she did, but he grew 12,000 subscribers in a day. And he was promoting, I don't know, all the, because you can pick the countries you want to promote in. I promote my channel a lot in India because I have cows, and India worship cows. And so cows to them are sacred. So I promote my channel in India. I got a lot of India subscribers. So, but I also do it to promote and try to promote in other countries that speak English. But that alone does not it. You can promote in any channel now because they have where they dub the words, they dub it in there for the language that they're used to seeing.
And I can't speak to how much anybody's put in there but myself. And I did an ad. We actually built up, made a video just to promote, and it was the one where we did a little twerking in there and had some twerking by the tractor, and had a few folks, Jerry and M. Buglet and Nina, and a few people were actually did a little twerking for the video, and thank y'all, by the way. And did, but hey, Dr. Fire, Dr. Ninja Turtle. But the fact is that, doing the promotion actually for about $2 a day, I did it for about a month just to see what would happen with it. And, was not answered. Okay. Well, let me go back to the question. I went through, and what they do is they ask you, what is the purpose of your promotion? What do you try to do? Most of the time, when I've done it, it's always been just to add subscribers. So what they will do is they will increase the amount of views that you get on that whatever video you choose to promote. And I was trying to do that now, Todd, answering what goes on. So we created a song, or Eddie, I think, created the song, and he made the video and uploaded it. And so have no.
I think he wants to know how to do it. So go ahead and bring that thing up,
Okay.
my box up, and I'll show him what it is.
Well, I mean, the fact is, I think we've got a video on it, don't we?
We do. There was one we did a couple months ago, like on January, February. But I'll explain this real quick. If you go ahead and.
All right, I'll show it again. Hang on.
I'm gonna pop this up.
All right,
And,
I guess I could do. Should I do YouTube or?
uh,
We're showing 2 years.
I'm going to show this up. This is the promotion page. It's right up there under your channel content. As you'll see, it says promotion right there. And this is all the promotions I've done. And this is my ad that I've done. And if you go into this promotion, or you go and click a new promotion, well, I don't want to do a new promotion, but you see here it says audience growth. Right there, it's right there. You have 3 things you can do when you do a promotion: audience growth, video views, or web page. And I'm gonna do it. I'll bring up a new one. I'm not gonna do this completely. So here's the first page. It says audience growth, video views, or web page. If you do video views, you may get a few subscribers, but it's mainly views, and I can show you. And I've done that with things I have reviewed on for people, but so I don't do that very often. But then it goes through, and you just have to go. It's basically self-explanatory, and you just have to count it. But like this video right here, that is a Garvey High V video. I spend $31, and I advertise that for the show that video because I did a review on it. They gave me the Beehive, and the Beehive's worth $200, and I figured that it ain't gonna hurt me to spend $30 to promote this video, so they are sure to get more views. They end up getting 936 more views from that little ad versus what they would have got. And then there's another one here, a Garvey right down here that I did a promotion on when I got it, and they got 3,534 views on $25 spent. So that's basically, I don't know if that answers what he asked or not.
Wow.
But Todd, I mean, Todd, you can call me, and I can tell you more about it. I can tell you the ups and downs, the inside out. I've done several of them. I've tried all kinds of things to see what works and what doesn't work. I can also tell you that I've had people tell me, "Oh, that hurts your channel," and I ask them, "Well, how does that hurt my channel?" They said, "Well, you're not getting the views that you should be getting with at that time 150,000 subscribers." And I said, "Well, what do you mean I'm not getting the views? I average about right now I'm averaging for this last 48 hours I'm averaging 9,280 views." Yes, Jamie. Yes, Jerry with question mark. What is she's asking?
I'm trying to find Todd's question, or find Todd in the. Is he over in yours or in mine? Do you know?
I don't know. Let me look. He's in mine.
Okay, let me go over to yours real quick and.
What did she say? He was asking what the YouTube does with the video to your promotion.
They make more. See, the whole thing is done around how many times it shows the thumbnail, and so
I think what they do is Todd, if you're not a Premiere person, if you don't have Premiere, you see commercials in everybody's videos, midstream, beginning of the video, after the end of the video. If it's a long video, like 48, 50 minutes, you'll see multiple ads in it. And you probably watch the first 5 or 6 seconds, and then you click through it. Well, that's where the ad. That's where they put the promotion. They stick that promotion in the video. So if somebody's watching somebody else's video, it comes to that advertising spot, and it pops up in your channel, and your ad, or you're in there, and they see, somebody may just see the first 5 to 10 seconds of it and may click out of it. Some people will sit there and watch the whole thing, because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But some people watch the whole thing, and then they'll go, hey, I'll click on that thing, go over to their channel. They may subscribe right away, and they say, well, I'll come back later and watch the rest. I'm going back to my video and watch my video, which is what a lot of people do. I'm sure that's what I would do. I would click on it, subscribe to it, go back, watch my video I was watching, and then go back over and watch the video. And you can, if you watch your numbers and you do a promotion, you can see where people are basically doing that. Your number goes up a little bit, then it goes back down a little bit, then it goes back up a little bit, because YouTube says that you have to watch 3 minutes videos. Well, that's not really true, because Gary and I proved that's not real. And we also proved that that you don't have to keep 4,000 watch hours, because Eddie proved that. But there's all kinds of misknown information out there that other people are spewing that this is gospel, and it's not true. I mean, yeah, Gary and I were subscribed to each other when we first started off. That's how we met, on doing
An experiment.
Experiment. Thank you, Mental Block. We did an experiment to see if you subscribed to somebody and didn't watch their videos, would you stay subscribed? And I subscribed to Gary's, never watched a video of his, and he subscribed to mine, never watched a video of mine, for 3 months. And after 3 months, we were still subscribed. So at that point, we said, okay, that proves that you don't have to be watching videos to still stay subscribed to them. So I went and started watching Gary's videos, and he started watching mine. Eddie and I had subscribed to Eddie, and I was a member of Eddie's channel. And one week, I went in to watch a video of Eddie's, and it said I was not subscribed. I thought that was weird. So I subscribed again and watched the video that he had. And then the next day, Eddie was going live or something, and I went in there, and I was not subscribed again. And I went, well, what's going on there? So I subscribed again. 5 times in a row, I had to resubscribe to Eddie. And I even called Eddie up and said, well, are you unsubscribing me? And he laughed. He says, I can't unsubscribe you. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. How am I getting unsubscribed? But it happens.
Well, I would point a couple things out here. First of all, if all you're looking for is more subscribers, you can do promotion and you'll get more subscribers. I would suggest, if you do a promotion, and to check out the analytics with it, whether or not because your information on it is going to be based upon where you send it out, and some places are going to have higher watch times than others. So it's no promotions is not a substitute for putting out good quality content, because ultimately it will get you subs, but it doesn't necessarily increase your views.
Right.
So understand, it's a tool. That's all it is. Different things you do different things on YouTube. One of the reasons why I used to do a lot of experiments. I know Jerry has as well. Trying to figure out just exactly what does what. And the fact is that if you're expecting to be able to do nothing but promotions, and you're going to grow huge, you may be able to grow your channel, but that doesn't change whether or not people watch your stuff, if that makes sense. So
you got to still put good content out, because you can't it's like I said, you hit a horse with water, but you can't make them drink. So if you put a content out of a snail walking across the ground, that doesn't mean everybody's going to watch that snail walk across the ground. If it's boring stuff, it's boring stuff.
Now, you could add some audio to that and make the snail say, "Look out the way," or something like this, and maybe people watch.
Right. But then you're doing more to it than just a video of the snail. You're actually working on the content. You've got to. It's got to be something you worked with. You just can't put something out there and expect people to want to watch it unless it's something important or like a how-to maybe. And I've done some how-to videos. I showed a bunch of bee videos. I've got a lot of people who watch my bee videos. I have a lot of people who watch my cow videos. And so I've stopped worrying about it so much. But I used to worry about doing at least one video a day, or a live, or a short. And I was doing 2 videos a week, a live, and 3 to 4 shorts a week. Well, now I'm not. Right now I'm at the point where I put out whatever I happen to have. If we got a video, I worked on a video and I have a video, I'll put it out. If I don't work on a video and I have shorts, I put shorts out, and I'm gonna work that for a while and see how that works.
Well,
But I'm constantly experimenting and trying things. Gary and I talked about quantity over quality the other day. And we had a long conversation about quantity over quality. And it basically comes down to, if you put say 5 shorts out a day, YouTube's not going to show all 5 of those shorts. They're going to pick what they think is relative, and they're going to put it out there and push it out to other people. Not to mean that they won't pull out one of the other shorts down the road and put it out there, but they're not going to put out all 5 of your videos. If you put out 24 videos in 24 hours, or 24 shorts in 24 hours, they're not going to promote all 24 videos because they have other channels that they're pushing out also. But and the larger your channel is, the more they promote you. That's just a fact, because they know that you're bringing in more revenue because you got more views. They want the views. So if you're a small channel, you have 1,000 subscribers, and you get maybe 5 to 10 views on a video, they're not going to promote that out versus somebody who's 170 subscribers and they've got they get 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views a day. Because that's their views, what they get paid on.
let's see. Well, I would also commemorate Confederate Air Force. Money was well spent. Well, here's what it boils down to. All right. Some people have plenty of watch hours. They just don't have the subs. In that case, hey, my Renaissance grandma, if they have plenty of watch hours,
Vanessa?
but can't seem to break the subs, do a promotion. I did a promotion about $2 a day for about a month. Went from 600 subscribers to over 3,000, 3,200, something like that.
That'll get you the subs if that's what you need, as long as you have the watch hours.
Right. Now, as far as, as Jerry has already mentioned, he's very popular in India. And part of that is because of the fact that he deals with cows. Cows are considered sacred creatures, or sacred, I don't know what.
Ancestors.
All right, sacred ancestors.
Yep.
Over there in India. So his stuff, when he shows cows, is probably going to be a lot more popular over there in India than, say, in Ireland. I just picking a place.
Right.
The fact is that if you have interesting content, people are going to watch it. Sometimes it takes a little creativity, but the way the algorithm works is, first of all, you have to have one of your videos in their history, in their watch history. Once you have your video in their watch history, whether it came through promotion or whether it came through just clicking on a clever title or interesting thumbnail, they're more likely to show that person that content creator stuff. Whether or not people watch your stuff is going to depend on three things. First of all, it's going to depend on the title. If it's an interesting title, if it's, something they're interested in. Two, the thumbnail. Some thumbnails are just not, well, that reminds me, did you miss my 29-month earlier? Jerry? Sure.
I don't know. I don't know. Did you put it 29 months up?
Yeah, 29 months of
Oh,
membership.
yeah, I did. I must have
Well,
missed it. Sorry.
That's all right. But 29, baby. Anyhow,
Yeah. I do want to address something though that Tim said. Tim, you said you put a new you make a new ad every month. From stuff I researched is you'll get, if you use the same ad every single time, it's just like on TV. If you watch a television program, you see an ad, you will see that same ad over and over and over and over and over again. But if you see a different ad, you're not going to watch it. And this is from somebody who's done ads for a living, said to me that when you put the same ad out there over and over and over, people see the first part of it. The first time they see it, they may watch it, they may not watch it. The second time they see it, they may pick their interest a little more. They may sit there and watch a little bit longer. The third time, they're going to watch it a little bit more. Fourth and fifth time, they're going to go, you know what? What's this ad about? I'm going to watch this ad. And so they'll watch the ad. But if you only put it out there, and you change it every month, you're still going to get subscribers, but you're not going to get as many subscribers because the ad's new every month, and so people are going to see it and go, oh yeah, I'm not going to look at that until I see it a couple times. So I understand what Tim's doing. He can do your own thing what you want, but I don't think you're going to get as many subscribers doing a different ad every month versus do the same one over and over again, because people get the chance to see that ad popping up more than once, and then they get more, their interest gets piqued. So they're more likely to go see it and go watch it, and subscribe then. And I have done the same ad for over a year and a half now, and I'm at 173,600. And so it's, and I've gotten months and I'm not promoting. This last month was the biggest month I've ever promoted, and I did $250. That's the most I've ever done ever. And I ended up with 14,870 subscribers out of that. But all the other months I get 6,000 to 8,000 subscribers when I'm doing less amount of money, because it's the same ad over and over. So that's that. I just wanted to say that. I can tell you right now that Jan has done ads, but I also want to say in there, if you don't have the subscribers, but you have the watch hours, and you do ads to get more subscribers, the subscribers count, and you'll get your monetization. But if you have the subscribers and you do an ad to try to get more watch hours, you're not going to get them. They don't count. Those watch hours do not count towards your monetization. So all you're doing is shooting yourself in the foot by spending money to try to promote that views to get more watch hours, because it doesn't work that way.
Right. I myself I've seen that one thumbnail so many times that I clicked on it to get it to quit showing up in my feed. So, sometimes I don't know if they do that, but the more often they see it, the more likely they are to click on it. See about ad, unless subsequent ads are higher quality. Once you have a great ad and you do Jerry thing, keep it running. Makes sense to me. Well,
I just want to be sure we tell everybody that, because it will get you subs if you got the watch hours. But if you have the subs but don't have the watch hours, don't try to. It doesn't go both ways. It will not work. And I don't want you doing that and spending all that money trying to get the watch hours. You keep thinking, well, I'm not getting the watch hours. Well, no, it doesn't count. Any video that you put out there for views does not, those views do not count for watch hours. And I've done it and proved it. Not that I was trying to get the watch hours. I had it, but I know that if you go into some of my videos and break it down, like when I did the Garvey High video, which is you check it out, the views I have on the video versus the views I have on the ad, they don't match. The ad's completely a separate thing when it comes to videos watch time. It's just two different things for now. I don't know if they'll ever change, but for now, Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead and go with what you're saying.
Oh, I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh yeah, Jan's right. And the views on your video does not make money. You do not get paid. And you think about it, you're advertising a video, and you're advertising. Advertisers aren't paying to put an ad inside of an ad. And that's basically what they'd be doing. They're paying you to put an ad in your video. Well, if your video is an ad, they're not going to be paying you to put an ad inside of an ad. It doesn't make sense. So you're not going to get paid for money on that video for any ads that you think you're getting paid for.
Hang on. Todd asked. He asked to see and what one of those might look like. Let me show you the ad that we did for my here it is. All right.
Okay.
I'll show him. Hang on. I'll show him mine. And so that was funny. I enjoy this video. And all right. This is what we did I'm going to show you the video that we did for my Homestead channel that took it from I don't know how many subscribers. It's over 3,000 now, but it took it from about 600 subs, 600 subs to over 3,000. So
make sure you mute yourself.
I'm about to mute me. So this is the ad. I'll run it. It's not long.
Gary's out back with his hands in the dirt, planting tomatoes in his favorite old shirt. Nikki's barking, AJ's digging a hole, Rosemary sniffing by the garden roll. He used to watch football, holler at the screen. Now he's got kale and collards where the end zone's been. Tammy's by the barn with her goats and her hens, rabbits in the hutch, worms in their bins. Gary's twerking by the tractor, grooving in his boots, hanging out like a belt loop. He's got nothing to lose, parsimonious and proud, but he splurged on a beer, throwing out redneck words, big ones too, my dear. He's a gardener, a cook, a dog dad, it's true. Gary's got a garden groove. He wears the pants, but Tammy picks the shade, khaki or denim, depends on the day. His mama cracks jokes that'll leave you in tears. His daddy's got smart, speaks tongues, no fear. PK by birth, he quotes scripture like prose with a pedantic flair only Gary knows. Gary's twerking by the tractor, grooving in his boots, hanging out like a belt loop. He's got nothing to lose, parsimonious and proud, but he splurged on a beer, throwing out redneck words, big ones too, my dear. He's a gardener, a cook, a dog dad, it's true. Gary's got a garden groove. direction. Gary's twerking by the tractor, grooving in his boots, hanging out like a belt loop. He's got nothing to lose, parsimonious and proud, but he splurge on a beer, throwing out redneck words, big ones too, my dear. He's a gardener, a cook, a dog dad, it's true. Gary's got a garden groove, yeah.
Yes, Eddie did that. Stop. Okay, Eddie did that video. With Gary's help and a few of us others helped with that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to show mine, Gary.
Please do.
All right. Let me see if I can get it.
You see, Devido.
No.
Shit. Where did you get that from? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Eddie,
We told you where we got it from.
you did that one.
All right. Oh, there we go. Hold it. All right. I'm going to mute myself. Go ahead and we'll put this up there. And this is my ad. This is how I did my ad.
You didn't share the audio. You got to go back and share the audio, Jerry.
Yeah, I screwed up.
That's okay.
So hold it. I gotta.
I'm gonna take that off.
Yep. Yeah, I'll bring it back up again.
All right. This
I
time.
had it checked.
Huh. All right, I'll bring it back up. All right. Hey, how about you,
Hello,
Lark?
I'm Jerry. Hi, I'm Robert.
You hear it now, Gary?
Hi, I'm Susan.
Fine.
Welcome to Butler Family Farm. This is our intro video to meet you and you to meet us. We hope you like it. Please subscribe.
And we have llamas. Hi, Simon.
And this is our Sparky boy. Daddy is Simon.
And we have donkeys on the farm.
Here comes our goat herd. There's Sparky pulling up the end of the parade.
And this is Jack, our stud. Pretty boy. We are on 116 acres. And we bought this in 2005, January. Our farm consists of 5 paddocks and 12 actual fields. We've divided up into about 8 acres of field, so we could rotate the cows, and the paddocks are for the goats and for the calves that we keep. Here's one of our fields that has a little bit of Johnson grass in it, and it's growing up, and the cows will be rotated to this in a couple days. In our fields is our herd, our cattle herd. They're beef cows who raise beef. And in this 12 fields we have, we do an intensive grazing rotation. And over on the other side of the little creek we have, which is basically a runoff creek, we have 26.6 acres of native tall bluestem, Indian grass, and little bluestem. And it's will be cut here in the end of October. So that is the fields that we have. And here are some of our Gertrudes taking a dirt bath. And then we have more over there. And we have beehives on the farm. Okay, so that was mine.
Basically, you make up some kind of a video to tell what your channel's about. His obviously was serious. Mine was kind of laughing, jokish type. Yes, I know his is wholesome. Mine not so much. But
I had a wife that was involved in mine, so I had to be nice.
Devil Dog, does Devil Dog have one? He says I don't have one.
I don't know if he has one. I don't think he does.
I don't know.
I know there's thunder and lightning out there. I understand that.
I know we did an advertisement. Yeah, be quiet. That's just people firing fireworks.
Yeah, I got fireworks going off and thunder and lightning going off over here.
So, well, every now and then something will go boom, and they all want to know what's happening. So,
Yeah, we got it's all going on. Then we got the thunder going on. The cat and the dogs all freak out with the thunder and stuff. But anyways, an ad. I'll tell you about an ad, Todd. How do you post an ad? Well, you make your video that you want to make it as and use it as an ad. Then you go into promotions to hit new promotions, and that's where you add it in there. And now, Todd, if I said you need an ad, give me a call. I'll walk you through it. I'll go in after hours with you, like I've done with lots of people, and walk you through doing your first ad, if that's what you want to do. And now that ad, I have to say, the one I brought up was the first one before I've brought it back into DaVinci and altered it. And by altered it, I lowered the music and I took out the background noise that was in that video. So I have another one that I added. It's called Update. And so I'm thinking I'm now that I have a gimbal, maybe I'll go and make another video, another ad, and maybe I'll use my drone and add the drone to it. So I mean, it would probably be a good time to do it. It's been a couple of years, but the thing is, we get back to where our original topic was that people are going around and bashing people because are not necessarily bashing people, but saying that, oh, I want to grow my channel organically, but they don't understand the word organic. And to me, Gary knows organic is a very touchy word with me because people misuse it and they don't know what organic really means when you get right down to the nitty gritty of it. It's a word that was made up in the agriculture family, I guess you call it, to be able to say we can get more money from the consumer, and we call this organic. And realistically, if you really work on it, organic is a very vague concept. I used to work I still work in agriculture, but I used to work for a agriculture company. And we used to spread fertilizer and spray and all that stuff. And when they come down, they say, "Oh, we're gonna start making farms organic." Well, they say, but organic is like 2 years no spraying, 2 years no fertilizing, 2 years no tilling the ground, and you can call your farm organic. Well, that's 2 years doesn't mean it's organic. You want organic ground, you go out to the desert or go out to the forest, remove the trees, put a field in, and that's organic. It's nothing that's ever been touched with chemicals or anything like that. So that's why it really irritates me when people use, or I want to grow my channel organically.
Hang on.
What?
Todd, if you'd like to know, if you'd like to see one done, I just put a link in my chat. I guess I'll pin it. It's a video that's cut to the chase on step by step how to do one. It's a 23-minute video. You may be able to pick it up in less time than that, but it's just, we did on one of these Two Dudes Gives Clues, we did a video showing me creating, putting that on advertisement. And it shows, you can go back and look, and I think it shows on there, you can see how many subscribers we started off with and how many we ended up with. I don't know if it shows how many we ended up with, but you can look at the channel and tell. But it's, it will show you step by step each thing that we did. I mean, it ain't going to show you creating the video, but it will show you what we did on YouTube in order to make that a promotion. And it's it's the pinned comment right now on my channel, or the pinned link. It shows you how to go through and step by step what to do to start a promotion. So,
hello, Farmall and Fords. Welcome in. We're getting close to the end of our live, but yeah, we've been live since 8:30.
Yeah.
So we're just talking about how people misuse the word organic.
Yeah. But that's, I mean, we did that about 5 months ago.
Yep.
And it's, in fact, it may have been our first or second, Two Dudes Give Clues. I didn't realize we had done that many of them.
Yeah, we're on our 8th one now.
Okay, cool. But I mean, if you want to know step by step, if you actually want to see somebody doing a promotion, go watch that video that I just pinned in the link in, and it will show you step by step how to do a promotion. And again, promotions are a tool. They can help you in some ways. They can gain you some subscribers. Hey, good to see you, Annie. But let's see, sub for sub, growth channels and getting subscribers. Not a way to grow the YouTube channel organically. Well, that's right. And that, in order to be organic, you can't even go to another channel. Otherwise, I mean, and let them see you. You have to create a content and let impression means. Oh, that's it.
I can understand. The impression means that it had been put up in front of that many people.
Right.
That it popped up in that many videos. None of them. Then the next one would be views. Actually, how many people actually viewed it? So you may have, for instance, on the one I'm doing right now, I've got 60,127 impressions. So it's popped up in 60,000 different videos, but only 4,874 have actually watched it. And out of that, only 676 have actually subscribed to me. And now that the YouTube's got a new thing on there, it's called follow on views. I have 100 out of that actually have gone and watched more of my other videos. And that's what follow on views means, that they actually go on and watch more of your videos.
Impression is just how many times they showed your video, thumbnail, and title to somebody.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't mean they watched it. It just means they saw the thumbnail part.
right. If you go through to your homepage right now, there's tons of thumbnails. Those count as impressions. But if they click on one, that's a view, obviously.
Right.
But just them showing it to somebody, that's the impression. So I said 3 times I've done a promotion more than a year ago. I went and looked. It got 50,000 impressions, 3,000 views, 46 subs, My channel is very, new when I did that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
And also, I'm gonna put my 2 cents out there. I've been studying this stuff. I tell people, if you're gonna do a ad, don't do it any more than 3 minutes long. Make it a regular video. Don't make it a short. Make it a regular video, but make it 3 minutes long, or about mine's 3 minutes 8 seconds long, because people have short attention spans. If you do a ad that's 5 minutes long, 10 minutes long, they're not going to watch the whole ad, so they're going to miss the important stuff you wanted to get across to them. So, and they may or may not come back and watch it again. But if you do a 3 minute one, they say, "Oh, 3 minutes. I can watch 3 minutes. No big deal." And they'll watch it. And that's how you can. And I know I have gotten a lot of subs from people coming back to my channel and watching other videos, because I've seen it in my analytics that these other videos have gotten a lot of subs on them than they didn't have before. So they would come in, people watch my short or my ad, then they go in and they click on another video and they watch that and they subscribe from there. And they may not subscribe from the ad itself, but they subscribe in another video. Okay.
well, I guess my point is just I was just trying to answer his question about what is an impression.
Right.
And the bottom line is, all right, even if you do an impression and they show your stuff, if it's not a good video, you're going to have a pretty quick time for them to click off anyhow.
Right.
I've seen where they recommend, if you're going to do a promotion, do one on something that's actually kind of popular to begin with. So create something that you're proud of. And, if you want to do a promotion, use that. Let it go a little while and then maybe do a promotion when you think it's kind of petered out. So maybe.
Todd, I don't know. 90 seconds might be really good. I don't know. I just did a 3 minute one, and I've never gone and tried to cut it, because it's hard to cut, everything we have down into 90 seconds. I mean, it wouldn't. I don't want to be jumping around and being, there's a snippet of the cows, a snippet of the horses, a snippet of that people's eyes take a while to focus. So that's why I say 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes is a good time for an ad. You'll watch 3 minutes. 90 seconds is that's a fast ad. You might get more subscribers to that. I don't know. That would be something to look into. And I don't know how I could do a 90-second ad though.
Well, I think, there's different viewpoints on that. So I've seen a lot of people that say, hit it quick, and be done with it.
Right.
But, I can see the other point to it as well. And I think that's going to depend, at least to some degree, on your viewer. Some people like, taking their time. Other folks want information quick.
Right.
If you think about them shorts, the reason why they're so popular, because they, bam,
Right. Well, there's three different types of YouTube watchers. You got your short watchers, you got your long-term watchers, and you got your people who are dedicated to no matter what you put out there, long or short, they're going to watch the whole thing. And that's, I know I got a lot of viewers are shorts. They put a short out, I get 3, 4, 5, 6,000 views on a short. I put a long out, I get, 100, 200 views on it. So, it's relative. You don't make much money on shorts anyways. And so, so really you got to put more shorts out to make more money than you can on a longer video. And I can tell you this one story before we go, is I had our channel up when I first started, and I was going through and playing the playlist on in my other email address that I have. I have another email address that I was watching our channel to help get the watch hours up, and I was watching it, and in the middle of one of my videos, this video I had done, an ad came up, and I let the ads run because that's how you get paid. The longer the ad runs on your channel, the more money you make. So I let it run. Well, it ran for 45 minutes. It was a car commercial that ran for 45 minutes in the middle of my video. I let it run the whole entire time, and I came back 2 days later to check and see how much money that video made, and it made $5 off of that video alone because that video made $5 because I let that ad run the whole time.
Okay, let's see. I will do a 3-minute video and let them sponsor that to see which one gets the more. I don't know. He's talking about doing a 3-minute video so we can promote his video.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm fine with it.
He said this here at first. He said, "Okay, Gary and Jerry, support my short ad. I will create a 90-second video to let it play to see how it does." That's fine.
and
do
let,
it.
and let them pay to see how it does. Hey, I'm fine with that, Eddie.
Yeah.
We'll do a 2-day miss the 90-second video first. Hey, I'm fine with that. But yeah, Todd asked if you could run more than one promotion at a time. Yes, you can.
You can. You can run a tremendous amount of different. You can. I mean, as long I'll just tell you that it goes off of your credit. When you run your first one you run, they're gonna automatically take out money. So let's say you do an ad for $50. They're automatically going to take out $20 or $30 to be sure that card is good, that they're not going to get ripped off, that they're going to get their money. And then at the end of the month, they're going to go in and collect the money. Now, they set a threshold, and you first start off, you're only allowed to spend like $100. If you go over $100, they collect the money sooner. See, I've been doing them so long now that I'm up to $350 I can spend on a promotion a month before they will collect the money early. And if I just do it for whatever, $100, $200, they don't collect the money till the end of the month or first part of the next month. So that is one of those things I would talk to you about, Todd, so you understand that part more, because it can. Some people can spend more money, but when you get your going, and the more you spend, it's like a credit card. The more you spend, the higher your amount goes, and the more often you do it, the higher it's going to go. So I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah, go ahead, Eddie. Make it up. Todd's going to contribute to it. I'll contribute to it. And I don't know. I can't speak for Jerry, but
Contribute to what? To make the ad?
No, for him to go through and run an advertisement.
Now, he knows better. He knows if he wants me to help him, I help him out.
I will too.
I mean, unless you're going to run it for like $1,000 for the month or something.
Well, my goal is for all my friends to hit over 100,000 subscribers so that I can, be the low man on the totem pole. So, and we're well on our way to that. So.
Yeah, you make the ad out, Eddie, and then tell us how long you want to run it. Excuse me, how long you want to run it, and you want to be like Jerry. You can never be like me. You can never be as good looking as me, Eddie. That's a given. You're stuck with the way you look, bud.
Oh, my baby girl here. I was thinking about, for that matter, I'm thinking about running enough ads on my homestead channel to where I get to over 100,000 on it, and I have no content or very little content. No new content, I don't think. That would be interesting.
It would be. I mean, you would get there, but you're going to probably lose subs as fast as you're getting because you have no content.
Well,
I think get subs, but they go to watch videos and there's no videos. They're gonna. I don't need to stay subbed here, and they'll back out.
Well, I don't know that'll happen. The fact is, we've already done an experiment that when we first met as to you don't have to watch somebody's video for the sub to stick.
Right, but
So,
they can always unsub.
well, sure they can, but how many people bother going and unsubbing from other channels? You
Well,
know,
let's not go there because I don't want to lie to people. I have unsubbed to people.
well, it happens from time to time, but for the most part, people don't bother going through and try and doing that unless they hit some kind of a limit, because they do have a limit on how many subs they'll let you have, but they adjust it as you go. We need a good group photo. Everyone having 100K play button. Jan's next meetup.
We've got that, Tim. It's in the video we did, on my video I did of the meetup. There's a video in there where we have 100,000 subscribers. Shows the three of us.
I don't know if that's
Obviously, Tim has not watched the video of the meetup.
Well, sometimes we let things run and we're not always in front of the TV.
Right.
Sometimes. So hey, sweetheart, come here. This is my baby girl, Rosemary. She's a sweetie. She is. She's a gremlin.
You won't be at meetup. You go to meetups. You go at the Big Mats. Say you won't go. You won't be at meetup. You can go to Big Mats meetup.
Well,
Sue and I plan on going to that one next year.
well,
Eddie didn't know that. We're coming down, staying with him again to go to Big Mats meetup next year.
bunch of us, Jerry, not just three.
Well, unfortunately, there's only three of us that in our big community right now. Well, except for Winstone, he's got it too, but he was working.
Well, hey, good to see you. Always a pleasure, man. It's just fireworks, Bob. It's just fireworks. We're getting up on getting feisty. Hey, it's just fireworks. Anyhow, well,
I don't know what Farmall and Ford's mean by that.
let me see the statement again. Let's see.
There it is, right there.
I learned something. I guess I thought I was just lucky for a little while. Well, the fact is, Farmall, they do promote. They will do a test promotion from time to time, especially when you first start. They'll push something for a little while, just see if it catches.
Mike, Eddie put him asleep.
So and that happens. Even today, I've been doing this. I guess my first video was like 6 years ago, but even today, they will sometimes take one of my videos and they'll just push it, see what happens.
Right.
The longer you're doing it, the more often that's going to happen.
Well, it's just like I was telling you earlier that Emily was watching, had made a comment on my video with Jerry, the bull that was playing with the hay, and that video is 2.5 years old. So when I asked her, I said, "Did you go and find this, or did it pop up?" And she said it popped up in her feed. It was 2.5 years ago, and it popped up. So I mean, who knows why they have videos pop up? There's no rhyme or reason, as far as I know, for that. I mean, I don't work for YouTube, so it's hard to figure out what they're thinking. That video was old. That short was an old short, but she watched it. It's now up to 55,000 views.
Oh.
So, matter of fact, I saw it came up my feed the other day. I was like, "What the heck is this going on?" But hey, they can keep doing it. I don't care.
Jerry, we've been live an hour and a half now, right at it.
Yep.
If anybody has any questions now, it's time to ask them.
And if anybody wants help on doing a promotion, you can call me. I'll walk you through it. We'll ask you up there. He's back. We'll walk you through it. I'll walk you through it, and if you need walkthrough, I'll explain the ups and downs and in and outs if that's what you want.
Hang on. What happened to that link? I had a linked video there, and the thing is not linked anymore.
I don't. You just flashed a second ago.
Well, I don't see it pinned, but it's pinned now. That link will show you step by step how to do a promotion. It'll go through on and we did a promotion, and it'll show you every step on how to do it. So if you want to know how to do I guess I can drop it in yours as well. Hang on.
And I'm sorry, Todd. We have 2,040 videos out. So if you got bombarded by my videos when you became a subscriber, I'm sorry, I have no control over that. But hey, I don't mind. You know.
There, I went ahead and dropped the link in your chat as well. If you want to see how to do a promotion and step by step, click on that link. It's a little bit of a long thing, but
Lori's World set one up while we were talking.
Nice.
That right there's that one. That's what she did. It's super easy. I set a promotion up while we were talking.
But pick a good video, and if you hadn't created something, tell us about your channel. Do a short video about your channel if you want to do a promotion. It'll get you subs. Yep. Now, where you have them advertise, it's some places will get you more subs than others.
Right. I mean, different countries got you set it up in different countries. And I don't know, Lori set it up. I don't know what country she set it up in, but you click in the box where the countries is, and then you can pick the countries. And now it's set up where you can pick the states. If you want to do it in Oregon, you can just pick Oregon and run the ads in Oregon. You can pick individual states you can run in now. In different provinces, like in Canada, you can run it in the different provinces. In other countries, you can run it in England. Instead of the whole UK, you can just run it in England if you want. Or you can just run it in Ireland. I mean, you can, instead of all of UK, it used to be, if you did it in the UK, it covered all UK. But now you can set it up and run in different parts of the UK.
Well, I will say this as well. I looked at one of my promotions. I've done a couple of them. I haven't done a lot of them. I don't really care to spend money on promotions. But the one I did, in America, they seem to have a lot longer view time. Hey, Mrs. G, my favorite. But the view time in America was a lot longer than some of the other countries that they did. Most of the other countries, I think the view time was like 30 seconds or something like this, but it was like a minute and a half or something here in America.
Tim says you can pick the cities now if you want to run it in the cities.
Yeah, so
you can. That's expanded. When I first started doing it, it was just countries. So they've now expanded so you can pick cities. I guess I've not noticed that. I just noticed these states and provinces and stuff. You can get right down the nitty gritty where you can run it in your neighborhood probably if you want to.
Yeah, the fact is, it's a tool. Use it, don't use it. That's up to you. If you've got watch hours and you just need some subs, it's a great tool for that. It won't replace good quality content though. It will get you some subs though. So do it, don't do it. That's up to you. Were you off today? Yes, as you're talking to me, I have been off today. Been a little busy around the house though, and I did go over to my friend Jeremiah's for lunch. Spent several hours over there. So I didn't go live today. I thought about it, but didn't do it. I didn't have time to. But I'll go live tomorrow on my other channel, I expect, if anybody cares to hop on. Let's see, what was that Eddie said? Wait for it to pop up. Let's see. Gary's off his rocker every day.
Yeah.
I won't argue with that. So, 275, 2,000. Congratulations, Laura. Oh,
you'll be over that pretty soon with the ad.
Yeah.
It takes a little while for it to kick in on your first one. I mean, I know I can do an ad now, and within an hour it's active. But when I first did it, it took a day before it actually became active.
Well, for me, as soon as it became active, I started getting subs. I was
Right.
off $2 a day. I was averaging about 100 subs. Of course, that was a fun video, and Eddie did a really good job with
Yes,
producing.
you did.
So
You know, if your videos are good, it grabs everybody's attention, you'll get more subs with it.
yeah.
Anyways, I'm ready to call it into it, Gary.
Right. Well, do the honors, brother.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Hope to see you next month. We're working on trying to figure out what we're going to talk about. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us, one of us, and ask the questions so we can start doing the research or getting our ducks in a row so we can talk about it. But thank you very much. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, Farmall, there's a lot. If you want to hang out sometime, you know, we're on Jerry's or mine. We talk about this type of stuff pretty regularly, even though we save this night for once a month, first Saturday of every month. We do a Two Dudes Give Clues, and we try to cover something to help other folks that are YouTubers. We've both been doing it, what, 5-6 years, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So,
And I'm going to just add something that Gary and I don't get anything out of doing promotions. We don't. If you don't want to do promotion, that's fine. We're not trying to push you to do promotions. We're here. We're just here to help you get what you want out of it, and and that's the whole thing. We want to help others. Hey, Jesse and Lisa, we want to help others get what they want out of YouTube, and this is how one way we found that we can help others by answering questions that there's a lot of misexcrewed information out there. And we try to go through and clarify it. So there, so people aren't people. There's a lot of people out there to say this or say that, and it's not really the facts. And so we try to go and learn what the facts are, and so we can tell you what the facts are.
yeah.
So, anyways,
Thank y'all for coming in.
yep, we appreciate it.
Went a little over, but we're
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit our song then. Good night, everyone.
There's a farmer named Jerry once swam with the sharks. Now he's knee deep in hay, but still hits his marks. And Officer Gary, he's the law of the land, but online he's just another helpful hand. They got myths to bust, numbers to crunch. They'll answer your questions over coffee and lunch. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out with YouTube tricks and research picks. They know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. Clue chasers, they're your guide and a little luck. Jerry's got a rooster that crows at wrong hours. Gary's dog howls at the moon, claiming his powers. They travel the globe from barns to big cities, solving your riddles, no time for self-pity. They'll teach you to edit, promote and explore with a joke or two, maybe 3 or 4. Got a question, they'll say with a grin. Let's dive right in, let the teaching begin. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out with YouTube tricks and research picks. They know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. Two dudes give clues. They're your guide and a little luck. They've met folks who've cooked with fire and ice. A man with a raccoon that gave him advice. They'll show you the ropes from thumbnails to tags, but they're still just two dudes in boots and old rags.